Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of tasting Canadian snacks. As I said in the previous video, if you haven't, by the way, caught that video, I'll have the link posted in the description below. But I had so many snacks from Canada that my coworker brought me that I had to split this up into several videos, and it's most likely going to take a total of 3 parts. So do keep an eye out for part 3, and without further ado, we'll jump into the video, and I hope you really enjoy it. Thanks so much. That I grabbed is are these, and these it says they're thin addictives. They look to me just like a biscotti. They are thin little twice baked, toasted, looks like a cookie with nuts. So I am curious to see if that's what it tastes like, is a biscotti or if it's more of a cracker. So let's find out. Open this up. There are 3 in here. And there we go again with a little better view of it. See how thin it is? So my grandma's biscotti and the way I make biscotti is not this thin. So that's what makes me wonder if that's really what it is, or if it's something similar, or if it's more of a cracker. So let's find out. Definitely smells more like a cookie. Yeah. It's like a biscotti. I have to say it's nowhere near as good as Grandma's biscotti or even mine. The thin slices are very interesting, and I've had something like this from a local bakery that was really good. This has an almost stale quality to it, which is interesting because it's very golden brown. So it should just be really crispy, right? But it has a nice flavor. The flavor's not bad, and I really like the nuts. I'm not really sure what kind of nut that is. I can't really tell from the taste. I'm guessing almond, but it's probably almond, but it's really hard to tell in such a small quantity. Yeah. Very nice. Definitely would be good with tea or coffee. There's some sort of dried fruit or something in there too that I got a little bit of something that was chewier. Or it could be peel. I'm not really distinguishing a distinct flavor from it. So let's see. Alright. Next up is going to be this. Crispers. And this says that they are all dressed. So I don't know if you guys have had the all-dressed chips. I hear that they're very common in Canada. They're hard to find here, but I have managed to score them here. But I don't see them in very many stores. They certainly don't carry it at my local Safeway that I shop at the most often. I've never seen them at the Fred Meyer right across the street from my Safeway that I shop at. Probably, you know, if I'm not at Safeway, that's usually where I am. Yeah, so they're hard to find, but they're really good. Smells great. So it looks like a very thin cracker. Let's pull one out here. Oh yeah, and it is. It's very thin. It's very small. See how thin? Very light. And it definitely has that, you know, vinegar and just multi-seasoning smell to it. So all dressed kind of reminds me of Italian dressing. I think that's probably the closest, or like a cross between that with barbecue or something. And these are lovely. These even have a hint of smokiness, which is, I think, where I'm getting that kind of barbecue idea. Delicious. Light, crisp. There's a little bit of a kick that's hitting me in the back of my throat. Those are yummy. These would be so good with beer. Seriously. Or a Coke. I love my Coke. So, speaking of which, I have a iced passion tea here that I got on the way home tonight. All right, so next up, now this is familiar to me. Sorry, my cat decided she had to get in the game. All right, anyway, this is actually familiar to me. This is something that my mom really, really liked. I cannot remember if I've personally had this though, but I think this is something that anytime friends of our family went to Canada, or people that my parents knew, or I remember my sister got to go to Canada for the World's Fair way back, whatever that was, years ago when we were kids. Anyway, this was something my mom always asked people for. And I don't know if, I can't remember ever tasting it, but I probably did. It wouldn't have been like my mom not to share at least a little bit, even if she hoarded the bulk. So my cat is still up here. She's just, you know how cats are. They have to know what you're up to every minute. So this is a creamy toffee, is how they describe this. And it's very, like it's a bar. I'm just going to peel a little back, but it's a bar of just straight, looks like straight caramel to me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to slice this, but I'm going to try. But yeah, it's a little hard. But I was able to get a couple little pieces off. So I'm just going to eat those things. They're really tiny. So. Maybe I should have saved it for the end, because, so again, here we are with something that's kind of caramely, and it's a little hard, so it takes a little work to soften it up so you can really taste it. I can see why my mom liked this though. This is a really buttery, creamy, I would actually call this a caramel, not a toffee. And I'm going to have to do some research and find out what the difference is, because I find I generally don't like toffee, but I do like caramel. And now it's getting chewy. Very nice. It's not overly sweet. And like I said, it has a really buttery flavor. Very, very nice. All right. I think next we're going to go to this. These are wine gums, which I'm assuming is going to be a wine flavored gummy candy. We'll see. So I've seen something like this at the local Fred Meyer in the foreign food section with the British stuff. But I've never bought it. I keep looking at it and thinking I kind of want to try it, and then I don't do it. So it looks like they come in different colors, and they're probably different flavors. And they're all kind of this shape. There's a red one. Next up, I'll get that out actually. So there's a red one, and they have a little bit of a stamp design on the front. And they're like a gumdrop, or a Dots. It reminds me of Dots, but I'm assuming it's going to taste like wine. Oh, forget trying to bite it. So it's very chewy, but it's not very soft. And it might have done well to have eaten it on a hotter day when it was probably a little softer. It does have a little bit of a wine flavor to it. This one's a little grapey. Big surprise since it's wine, right? And there is just a little bit of a, I don't even know how to describe it. It has a little bit of a taste as if alcohol has maybe cooked off of it. So it has it's not real sweet like candy normally is. It's a little more subtle. Very nice actually. If they'll soften up a little bit, I can see kind of tearing through those. So let's see what else we should try. All right, so I'm going to go for this Coffee Crisp. So my coworker raved about this one. It says it makes a nice light snack. All right, I'm gonna open this up. This is another Nestle product, and it looks again a lot like a lot of the products that we've had from other countries around the world in the treats box. And there's what it looks like. I sliced a little off. It's milk chocolate, looks like, and it's got a very similar interior to that candy bar earlier, but I think this is more wafer-ish. We'll see. We'll see what the texture's like. Yeah, I should have smelled it too. It's definitely more of a wafer cookie. You can really taste the coffee and smell it. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but this is really yummy. It's like a mocha in a candy bar. That is seriously delicious. Yeah, that's really nice. So this one again is called Coffee Crisp. So check that out if you get a chance. I want a break from the sweet, but I also have a couple things I want to save for the end. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go for this one. So next up is this. It's Hickory Sticks Original. It says they're Julienne's a la Hickory. So anyway, yeah, Julienne sliced potatoes. And there they are inside. Oh, they actually smell a little smoky. They definitely smell of like barbecue or grilling. I'm gonna grab a few because look how tiny they are. They're just really teeny tiny little, not even as big as a matchstick. And those are delicious. They're like, because they're so thin and they're so tiny, they're very light, they're very crispy, they have a lovely snap. I hope that was caught on camera. Yeah. You can definitely taste the potato. They have a nice saltiness to them without being overly salty, at least not for me. There's definitely a smokiness. It reminds me a little bit of a barbecue, some of the barbecue chips that I like here, but it's not so in your face with the flavoring. It's more balanced between the salt and the smokiness. And less, I guess it's a little less tomatoey than a typical barbecue chip. Definitely salty, but oh my gosh, I really like this. It says love them for the crunch, love them for the munch, love them for the taste. Thin cut, lightly seasoned, irresistible. And I think the balance of seasoning is perfect because you can still taste the potato. Yeah, obviously I like them. I can't stop eating them. So, almost there. So the next one is Eat More. That's a great name. So it says it's a dark toffee peanut chew. And so let's open this up. Oh, this one got a little melty. It's a little messy inside the wrapper. Look, it's sticking. It's sticking to the wrapper. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece off. But you can see little bits of the nuts in there. And it is very dark. Let's see if that, there we go. See how dark it is? Oh, that's really different. It's not very sweet. And it almost tastes like there's kind of like cocoa. Almost like cocoa powder. And then you have that nice texture with the nuts that are all like chopped up inside. And then I'm not sure where the toffee comes in. Maybe that's the texture, because I'm not getting caramel. I'm just getting kind of this chewy, nutty, I don't even know, with a hint of cocoa. It's nice. So that wraps up part 2 of tasting Canadian snacks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. Let me know what your favorite Canadian snacks are in the comments below, and let me know if there's anything you think I need to taste. So thank you again so much for joining me. As always, don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you like the video, so that I can make more of this kind. And if you haven't already subscribed, please click that button so you can catch each and every video. And until next time when I see you in my kitchen, ciao.